Okay, what's the tone for this reading? We have you never needed those wings to fly. And we have let them go. Let it go. Let it go. It seems like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of self-doubt and self-criticism. When you tell yourself you can't do whatever you set your mind to, that's what we refer to as negative self-talk, and it's extremely toxic. Just as we expect others to treat us with kindness, we also need to treat ourselves with kindness. A bird can't fly away if you never let it out of its cage. 18. We have let them go. You often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who came before us in our family tree. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what other people expect you to carry for them. So it's okay. If it's come to a time where things have come to an end, let it end, right? Because you don't need to meet anybody's expectations of who they think you are, what they put on you, project on you, in other words. Hi, Bobby. You just need to go towards what type of life you're trying to create for yourself. Focus on your manifestations, your growth, your own energy. All right, what else do we have for this energy? We have death. Okay, so there's been an ending. There's been a loss, separation. Could even be betrayal, right? Someone didn't expect someone to end something, turn their back on them, betray them in some sort of a way. What is this? Oh, wait, hold on. We have Ace of Pentacles. We have Nine of Swords. Ace of Wands. And we have Seven of Swords. So this is saying that someone was waiting for an opportunity to do this. Whatever they said, whatever they were doing, they were waiting for this opportunity because they were hiding something. I feel like this person it's like someone could have been hiding what they felt, and then an opportunity came up for them to say it, right? Something was done, but it was already like brewing in the background. Whatever it was emotional. It came from an emotional place. What else? We have a Two of Cups, King of Pentacles, Two of Swords. This could be someone's energy where it's just a lot going on in their energy because it feels like it's just separation all at once. It could be separation from love, friends, family, their career. But it's like, I feel like there's a person in this energy. Okay. This might be the person who created the ending. This Nine of Swords person. They feel drained. They feel overwhelmed. They feel sad. They feel down. But this ending is an opportunity. And I feel like they feel... Ace of Wands, Seven of Swords, Two of Cups, King of Pentacles. Oh, they're hiding. Okay. Okay, scratch that. What I said. We're starting over. So there is somebody who is sad. But they're sad because they're heartbroken. They're heartbroken that they're not being given in love. Like, they're not being reciprocated what they pour in, right? So it's like this person feels like they're always being betrayed. They're always exhausted in love. You know that feeling where it's just like, fuck love, I give up on love because nobody out here is real, nobody cares about me. So it's kind of like this person just wants to be left alone. They're making decisions based off of pain. This could be you or somebody in your energy, right? But somebody is just heartbroken. It's like their energy is really sad right now, and they're hiding this because they feel like they don't get what they want in love, right? Okay. We have conflict. We have fighting. But who's fighting? Who's fighting? Is it this person or Ace of Cups? They could be fighting everybody that they love. It's like somebody is triggered, right? So if they're triggered, then it's like they're projecting on everybody. You know when everything just make you mad? And then it's like everything that they were holding back, it just starts spilling out. So it's like, it's that energy where it's like they'll realize later on that they were taking out their anger and frustration out on people that they loved because they were heartbroken. You get what I'm saying? Like, not because of the person. It's like if you say the wrong thing to somebody at the wrong time, you might have not had any bad intentions about it, but because they're in pain and they're already frustrated with what's going on, they're not going to receive it properly. They're going to receive it in the way that they feel about themselves, and then they're going to project how they feel about themselves onto you. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, give me a reason to fight. Give me a reason to say something. Like, this person is at their boiling point. They over the edge. That's the energy. That's why I was confusing, because I'm like, what's going on? All right, what else? Yeah. They're going to come up out of this space, but they're in a space where it's just like negative self-talk right now. It's just like, you know, the energy of like feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling betrayed, feeling unloved, feeling undesired, unwanted. But something's being exposed. I feel like this is happening right now for this person so that they can do some healing. We got a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Don't have to be. But now it's coming out as a feminine. So it makes sense. It's a feminine who's feeling this way about a masculine, right? So we got a King of Pentacles. She's frustrated. She's frustrated because she wants love. Love is not coming in. She has a lot of conflict around her. And she's just in this negative, she feels like she's in this negative prison in her mind. So she's not in the best mood, right? That's what it feels like. She's hiding this though. She's hiding this, that she's not in the greatest of moods right now because it's really affecting her, a, a love relationship that she's going through. She wants long-term stability. She wants to grow. She wants someone to grow with. But I feel like this is pushing her to move on from the connection. It's like pushing her into clarity. So even though it's a frustrating time for her right now, like, I don't feel like this is a bad person. I don't feel like this is a karmic person. I mean, they could be karmic. I mean, but she's definitely in karmic energy, right? Because her thinking, her mindset is not in the right space, but it's because she's hurting. And that's what pain does to you. It's like when you're hurting and things start triggering you, it brings you down. But she's drained right now. She's drained. So she kind of needs to be alone so that she can grow. But this is happening so that she can be pushed into clarity. You get what I'm saying? Why is this pushing? Okay, there we go. The High Priestess. This is so that she can learn to trust her intuition. Listen to her intuition. What is it about her intuition? Why don't she have clarity? Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so it's her ego. She got the High Priestess. Remember, she needs to trust her intuition. I think her intuition is telling her something else. But it's like she's trying to convince herself that what her intuition is telling her is the opposite of what it's telling her. So it's like her intuition could be telling her move on, right? But it's like she doesn't want to listen to her intuition telling her move on. But her intuition is always right. She really knows the difference between her mind and her intuition, but she's trying to fight against it because she wants this union to come together. And it's not coming together, right? We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. It's not coming together. And this is her ego. It's like, because I've been there before, so I understand this energy. It's like when I was on my first twin flame, I wanted him to be my person so bad. I was stuck on him from 14 to 29. That's a long time. Even got married, everything, but he stayed in my heart. And I just always believed one day we're going to be together. So when I finally was going through the divorce and we got back in contact, there was a lot of flirtation. He was in a whole nother relationship. But in my mind, I was like 50-50 about the connection because I had already grown some. I didn't sleep with him or anything like that. But in my mind, I still had that hope where it was like, maybe this time he'll choose me. This time he's ready. He would have grown enough, right? And I was telling all my friends, like, because I told him, to me, he was the one. Like, I was just like, it don't matter what. I always go back to him. I'm always drawn back to him. So I was telling everybody he's the one. And then I remember I had this one friend and she was like, and I thought she was a hater. Because she was like, girl, they all do that. They all this and they all that. Because I'm like, no, you just don't understand. The bond that we have, it's not like that. And she was like, she was like, they all do that. They say that and da-da-da-da. But he's not going to choose you. Because if he would have been did it. And then I was just like fighting against it. So when he finally broke my heart again, right? Because he already did it before. I felt stupid. And I hated that, like it was my ego that I was holding on to him. It wasn't the fact that I still wanted him, because I already had that 50-50 that I could go either way. But it was really the fact that my friend was right. I felt stupid. You get me? So it was my ego that was holding on to him, because I was telling everybody this is my person. It wasn't really the fact that I had to walk away. It's the fact that I was wrong about our connection. So I had to suck that up, because it was just like, whatever. My ego is not bigger than me being happy. Like, I'm not gonna let this person hurt me again, because they engaged to the person that they were with. But they were flirting with me. They were talking up this good game, right? And that's when I first started experiencing my shadow energy coming out, because I finally broke away from that connection. The second time it happened with my second twin flame, he made me look like a fool too, because I was with that dude for 2 years. Everybody told me he was gonna hurt me, all of this stuff, and I fought for him. He was in jail, like majority of our relationship, and everybody was saying all the jail theories about like him, and I fought for him. But see, I sucked up my ego, because I was just like I didn't even really have much of an ego then, because I was already healing. But that's why I would never get back with him, because it's like a part of that is my ego. It's like, you betrayed me and you made me look stupid when I was out here fighting for you. Like, you get me? So that's what this energy feels like. It feels like someone deep down inside knows this person isn't, they're not really working on the connection. And they don't want their intuition to be right. They want their ego to be right. So that's why they're frustrated, because it's like they already know. They already know the answer. But I feel like Spirit is using this situation so that they can grow, because it's like, pay attention to the red flags. You always see the red flags. The red flags isn't going to lead you into a great place. This is when you're supposed to put up your boundaries. But if you don't put up your boundaries, you're going to get hurt, right? So it's going to help them grow past their ego. It's going to help this person learn how to balance out themselves better for the future. They have to go through this disappointment, though. Hi, Chi. Yeah, we do live and learn. It did. It hurted so bad. And thank you, Chi, for the donation the other day. I appreciate you. Hi, doctor. We live and we learn. So she's just kind of in an energy right now where she's just not happy. She feels unstable. I think it's all, she might be a little confused too, because it's like, she don't really know. She's confused. She don't know what, like, path to go. She don't know if she should let go or if she should stay. But this is happening so she can learn to trust her intuition. Yeah, it's about a soulmate. All right, let's expand on this, because I feel like it's more to it. Is what she thinking true about this King of Pentacles? The World. This is a confusing ass reading. Hold on. Okay. It's some wounds there. I think that it's like saying that her feelings are easily hurt. Like when it's like she's sensitive, right? She's sensitive. That makes sense. That it's like she's not feeling happy right now. She's having internal conflict because there's someone that she wants, or even if it's not someone specific, it's love that she wants. She wants her person, regardless if she feels like she met, sorry y'all, it's a gnat I'm fighting with. Regardless if she feels like she met that person or not, she feels like she's not getting the love that she wants, and it's unfair. She keeps ending up heartbroken, hurt. Then her intuition, she's not clear about her intuition, but her ego is also involved. And she's trying to grow past her ego. So the reason why her ego is here is because she's hurt. Is because she's sensitive. So I think she takes certain things personal. So it's a lesson that she's learning. Like, because I think Spirit is saying this person isn't blocking her. Oh no, she needs to remove this blockage. Okay, so it's like like that person is not even really in the reading yet. This is her. This is shadow work that she's doing. That person is just triggering it. So, but what's being revealed is that she's sensitive. So when people don't respond to her, it's like it hurt her feelings. It make her feel blocked. It starts making her spiral in her mind, but it's like a lack of self-love. It's like it begins to make her feel unworthy, undeserving. Someone else's actions shouldn't make us feel bad about ourselves, right? Because whatever they're doing has to do with them, whether they're playing a game or whether they're just pulling back their attention for themselves. It shouldn't bother us because we're focused on us. Unless someone tells us, like, I don't like you, or they do something blatantly to hurt us, disrespect us, we shouldn't have that attachment to them to feel, it's like she feels rejected, right? But I don't think that she was rejected because her ego is there. So her ego is in the way, making her feel rejected. And she needs to remove this blockage. Like, she needs to grow from this, that she needs to pour her energy into herself and nurture herself. So if she's giving too much attention to... Okay, here's another way to explain it. Because I'm trying to explain it as I'm trying to figure it out. It's like, let's say somebody is working, right? They're working a 9-to-5, and then they're also pursuing entrepreneurship, and their spare time is spent on their entrepreneurship after they do their 9-to-5 or whatever. And then she wants to communicate with that person. If that person isn't reaching out, she'll start thinking like, what did I do wrong? They don't like me, da-da-da-da-da. But then it's like that person is just occupying their time building something that they believe in. Because for them, their focus isn't on a relationship. You get what I'm saying? Their focus is on building up themselves and what they're creating and what they're doing. But she's taking it personal, like it's an attack to her. And it's like that's a wound within her that she needs to fix. Am I making sense, y'all? It's like that's her wound that she needs to fix and grow through. That is her ego being triggered. She needs to give energy to herself. So it's like she needs to reciprocate. So if she is communicating with someone and they're not giving her a lot of attention, then she shouldn't be sad about that. She should meet them where they are. So she shouldn't overgive and wait on them to give her attention. She shouldn't be fixated on what they're doing. She should be fixated on what she needs to take care of and do. You get me? And then when they come together, they can communicate. Now, it's different if they're in a relationship and that person withdraw themselves, right? It's like you have to work together in a partnership. But if that person, if they're not in a relationship, it's like she shouldn't have expectations for that person to be reaching out to her or talking to her or giving a whole lot to her, because he's not obligated to. But it doesn't mean that he's doing other things. It doesn't mean he doesn't like her. He could like her, but he's not occupying his time with the relationship when he's trying to work on other things. I'm just saying that as an example, but regardless of what he's doing, he could be with 5 other people. You get me? It's just stating that, like, that's not her space to worry about. If they're not together, that's not her issue to worry about. Her issue to worry about is her, right? Focus on her. Give to her. Because as she gives to herself, the connection is going to come in and give to her. Like, it's like as long as you're focusing on you, as long as you're building and working on yourself, you're going to call that in for you. Because you have to meet yourself where you're asking someone to meet you. If you want someone to give to you, you have to give to yourself. That sounds crazy, huh? But it's how it works. So we have the King of Swords, we have the Two of Wands, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Five of Wands. I mean, I'm reading that wrong, sorry. King of Swords, Two of Wands, Six of Swords, Five of Cups. Who is this King of Swords? Is this King of Swords that King of Pentacles? Who is this King of Swords? What else? Okay, I think this King of Swords is that King of Pentacles. So in this storyline, it's saying that this King of Swords is trying to, he's on his way to a breakthrough. So he's pulling back because he needs time for himself. He needs to contemplate. So he's in a space where he's contemplating. He's trying to figure out something. I think he's trying to figure out if he's ready to move towards, what do I say? Because I don't even want to say relationship, because I don't see the Ten of Cups yet. He is thinking about her though, right? Okay, here we go. So she's taking it personal that he's not giving her attention, but he's really sitting there trying to figure out, am I ready to be in a relationship with an Empress? Because he feels like she's an Empress. In his mind, it's like, I have to grow a lot to match her energy. And he doesn't have the confidence in this current moment. So it's like, this masculine is in the perspective of a king of swords, right? So he's trying to be intentional. He doesn't want to start something with someone that he won't be able to commit to. So he's trying to figure out if he's ready to commit. There we go. Whew. He's trying to figure out if he's ready to commit. And she's already made it clear about her boundaries. She said something to him. So he knows what her expectations are, right? So he's like, she's already made it clear about what she's looking for. But I have to figure out, am I ready for that? Because if I can't give that to her, I'm not going to play with her. So I feel like that's what the lesson is being learned. It's like she has to understand that just because she wants something, the other person is also affected. They have a choice to make as well. They're the other part of the partnership. So as ready as she might feel that she is, it doesn't mean the other person is. And if she wants that person, she's going to have to be patient and give them time to figure out what they want, right? And not take it personally. Like, it's not a her thing. They think that she's amazing, she's great. But they also see her high standards and expectations. And that don't mean she needs to lower them. But if they're not ready for it, they can't be ready any faster than they are. They need to become this King of Wands. So, whew, that was a lot. That's what the confusion is. I don't think he even has any idea that she's feeling unstable about it. Because he's not thinking that he's hurting her by taking time for himself. He's just trying to make sure that he doesn't string her along or play with her emotions. He might want her energy, her time, her attention. But if she has more expectations, he doesn't want to give her like a false hope when he's not clear. So it feels like he's not sure about what he wants right now. She is, but he's not. He's still learning. And he might watch her. And he feels good about her. Like, he likes her, right? She's something positive in his life. But he's also working hard on something. He has to work on his emotional stability as well. And even, like, opening up in a connection. So it's like, if this feminine wants this masculine, she has to be patient. And she has to look at it from a different perspective. That just because she's ready doesn't mean that this masculine was. And he's trying to decide if he can do this. He's in his head about it because he feels like it's a big responsibility. It's like he's being forced into change. So he'd rather stay away from her than building a connection that might end up hurting her if he hasn't decided he wants the connection yet. You get me? Because wanting attention from someone is different than saying, like, I'm ready to grow up and commit and give my all to you. What did I want to ask? I wanted to ask something. Hold on. What did I want to ask? Why is he afraid to commit? Because I don't think it's about third parties or any of that. I just think it's where he's at. Why is he not ready to commit? He has some fears. It scares him. Why is he scared? I think he's never dealt with somebody so powerful. So, you know, this is like her insecurity. She's a powerful feminine though. Even though she's experiencing an insecurity right now, she's powerful, and he sees that. He sees her power. But he feels she has high expectations. He feels he can't meet her expectations. Sorry, y'all, something in my throat. He feels that he cannot meet her expectations. So he's afraid that he's going to mess up. He doesn't want to disappoint her. He feels like he's not going to be a great partner because he wasn't ready for it. He wasn't... It's like somebody who is a committal type versus somebody who's non-committal. They meet each other, they like each other, but this person is non-committal. This person is the commitment type. This person is the type that just have connections. They don't really bond to their connections. This person likes to bond. They want intimacy. So, but they both have the same mutual attraction for each other. It's just their desires are different for what they're ready for. And this masculine feels like, I was content in my singleness because I wasn't looking for a relationship. But this feminine is someone that I could have a relationship with, but her expectations are high. Her standards are high, and I don't know if I can meet that. You get what I'm saying? So this is why they're taking time away, because they're trying to figure out what they want, if they're willing to put in the work to try and meet her expectations. But they will end up, I feel like they will end up choosing to try it. What else? They're going to expectantly reach out and try to give her attention, and she might put up this boundary. Oh, okay. So it could easily be a misunderstanding. She needs to get out of that attitude that she has, because he's working through his fears. He does want to try to give it an opportunity, and I think he does come back in and he tries to give it a shot, but she puts up a boundary, because the way she took it was like, if he wanted me, he would have been reached out. He's playing games or something. So she puts up this boundary, and it kind of stops them from having this new beginning, because that was his way of trying, right? Yeah, so it becomes like it's like he began to start to dream about it. The idea of having a committed relationship and marriage, he started wanting it with her. But he does need time to change and grow. So what's the advice? What's the advice? Two of Cups. They need to talk. Like openly. Because this connection has a lot of potential to grow. Because they both can walk away from it when it's something that they both want. And somebody needs to be brave enough to just open up the conversation. Right? They need to have a truthful conversation about their feelings and what they want. And if they both come to a conclusion that they want something that's going to last, even if he's in a place where he doesn't feel... If he feels like he still needs to work through some things, they can still have a relationship while he's doing that. But it's like they need to communicate, and they need to... It's really the feminine. She needs to stop looking at the situation from a perspective of when he withdraws, that means he's not interested in her. He doesn't want her. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, she needs to be self-sufficient. Let him come to her. And if he tries to open up dialogue, for her to not block him, because that's going to create confusion. So if she does that, that's what's going to happen. It's going to create confusion. So yeah, it's like they need to just have a conversation, because I feel like this masculine wants her too. He just wasn't ready, and he had to figure out if he was. And then he gave into the idea that he could get himself ready, and he tries to reach out, but then she puts up this other blockage or boundary. So then it make him walk away and unsure about giving to the connection, right? So be careful. But that's what I have for you guys. This one was a head turner. Thank you guys for joining the live. If you guys want to book personals, the link will be in the description box, in the link tree, and the Patreon if you guys also want to join the Patreon. And I will see you guys next time.